Hi there, my name is Brian, and I'm going to show you how to set up basic ISIS over Cisco routers. This is between two Cisco routers. Before you start, you have to make sure that on both of the routers you have either Advanced IP Services or Enterprise iOS installed. This routing protocol is used a lot in larger ISPs because of a government mandate. This government mandate is no longer in effect. This is also a CCNP objective on how to configure ISIS on Cisco routers. The first thing you have to do when you want to configure ISIS is set up a net, which is actually the address of the router, and the net is actually considered an address similar to IP, but it's not running the TCP/IP scheme, it's actually running over the OSI model. So now we're going to go into configuration terminal and then router ISIS, which starts the routing protocol itself. Then you type net, and as you can see, that is a valid command. And then you type in 49, which denotes a private range of addressing. Again, this is like RFC 1918, but it's not an IP address. It is an OSI model address. And then you type in the area, and there's different ways that you can type in a net address, but this is just one of them. There's the area. I'm going to pick 1, and then you're going to put in a unique identifier of the router. A lot of times people will use either the MAC address or something else that will help them identify the router. I'm going to use all A's, and then following it you put in a 00. Okay? And I'm going to do this on the other router as well. Configuration terminal, router ISIS net 49.0.001.bbbb.bbbb.00. Again, it has to be unique. You can't use the same net address across both routers. It's like setting the same IP address across both routers. You can't do it. Next thing you want to do is put IP router ISIS on the interfaces which are going to be using this routing protocol. So I'm going to go into the interface which I have connected to the other router, and I'm going to type IP router ISIS. Simple as that. Same as the other on the other one. Next, just to show that the routing tables are being exchanged, I'm going to add a route to the table. And to do this, I'm just going to make a loopback. I can't type today. I'm going to give it 192.168.10.1. And then similarly on router 2, it's going to have 192.168.20.1 /24 subnet, and then we're going to add this interface onto the routing protocol, IP router ISIS, and again on the other one, IP router ISIS. Now to see if the routing protocol is being exchanged, I'm going to wait a few seconds to give it some time. To show that this worked right, we're going to do a show IP route. And as you can see here, there's an ISIS entry here. It's a level 1 entry, and level 1 means that it is intra area, it is within the area. There is also L2, which means that it is outside of the area, that two routers are talking to each other. They have a different database, a different L2 database, and that is how they talk between autonomous systems, or areas, or however you want to consider that. And again, we're going to do this same thing on router 2, show IP route, and there is the IP address of router 1. Again, this is ISIS for IP, and I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll talk to you later.